third, Trenton Girard, Nicholas Danahy, and Kyle Vachon.
And here we go, folks. Once again, Glens Falls in white, Cardinal O'Hara in gold.
And the head coach is Tony Polverenti for Cardinal O'Hara and Rob Girard for Glens Falls.
Alrighty, folks, the Class B Federation Championship game is underway. Here we've got Avion Harris dribbling it out, trying to get something underway here. Swings it over to Signer, about to Hemphill. Hemphill gets it back at the top of the key. He's got Signer over here on the wing. He does the pull-up mid-range, and it's good. Hakeem Signer off to a nice early start there.
Yeah, nice baseline jumper from him.
They're going to need a lot out of him. In his last outing, he had 17 points and 6 rebounds as well. They're going to need a lot from him today. As you see, Joe Girard bringing it up for the Glens Falls. He's got Barkley on the wing. He's looking for something. Getting denied aggressively. Gets it over to JG3 on the wing.
Almost a 5-second violation.
Yeah, he's got Signer on him. Gets it to the lane. He gets tripped up a little bit. And I believe it's a foul going up. Or I believe it's a foul on the baseline. Sorry. It's going to be on Hemphill, his first.
Yeah, as I said yesterday, he got in foul trouble. So he certainly wants to stay out of foul trouble today, isn't it? And also mentioned that he doesn't have to go against a 6'10" player.
Right, he's going to have to go against the likes of Danahy. 6'4", still a tough matchup. He's a bruiser in there. He's going to have his work cut out for him. As you see, JG3 with the deep three. You can't get that to go. And the save, no good by Danahy. Cardinal O'Hara basketball, bringing it up. Got Signer in the corner. He's got Cotman down low. We see the 3 ball right there by Avion Harris off the mark. And the loose ball, it's going to stay here with Cardinal O'Hara.
Yeah, it was not a jump ball. I think it was an out of bounds. I guess one of the Glens Falls players had his foot out of bounds.
Right. And I believe we're taking a look at the shot clock here, making sure all the clocks are good. Just under 7 minutes here in the first quarter. They get it into Hemphill. Tough bucket. Danahy got his hand on the ball right there. Great defense by the big man.
Good closeout.
And Joe finds him on the trail. He's going to take his sweet time and patience and gets himself 2 easy buckets. And we've got a foul. Cardinal O'Hara does a great job of advancing it up quick.
Yeah.
To the point where the Indians are going to have to foul Hemphill.
So Barkley picked up the foul in transition. Hemphill did a great job of leaking out.
As you see, Hemphill go short on the first attempt. And he's short on the second one as well. Oh, but they can't corral the rebound, the Indians, and it's back with the Hawks. And we have a jump ball, and it's going down to Glens Falls.
Yeah, a little scramble off that jump ball. And after the offensive rebound, I think it was Haynes on there who had nowhere to go.
Yes, it was Haynes. He kind of had no option right there. I also saw a couple towers as some missed rebounds. But we get Trenton Girard 3 in the corner, and it's good.
He made a couple big threes against South Bronx Prep yesterday. When he had open looks, he made them.
And they're going to need a lot of that today, as we know Cardinal O'Hara's going to do everything they can to shut down JG3. Reverse, no good for Signer. And Vachon just loses it off his defensive rebound.
Ooh, that was a weird play. Bounced right off the backboard.
Yeah, I think it went right off the front rim. Missed time pass right there by Hemphill. Couldn't really see his angle. And we get JG3 coming from the parking lot, and it is good.
Yeah, he's a volume shooter. He'll shoot it from way out there near the coach's box.
He has no filter. There's no spot on the court that he's not confident in shooting from, as we see right there. And here's the Hawks setting it up. Signer with a 3-point attempt of his own. It's short. JG3 with the board. He's going to go coast to coast. Gets the reverse to go, and he's got 5 early ones here.
The old Euro set and a timeout for the Hawks.
And here we go. You can hear the energy in this arena. That is the Glens Falls home crowd. They're loving it. Everyone in here is on their feet. And nothing but applause as Glens Falls is up to an early 10-2 lead. Just under 5.5 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, right now, Glens Falls getting out in transition. They made a couple threes. Trent and Girard, I think that three-point, that wide open look got them going, and they have played with some energy after that.
And that's what's going to get this Indians ball club going. As you saw, what made that open three by Trent Girard was the drive and penetration by Joe Girard III. Of course, he sucks in so many extra defenders. Guys got to hit open shots, and Trent Girard bangs his open three, and now we see it started a little run for the Indians. And also club.
Keep an eye on maybe the Indians' fatigue. They did play an overtime game yesterday, so we'll see how much energy they have. Although this is the final, you got to give it all, right? Give it your all right now. Everybody's
going in right now as hard as they possibly can. This one's the one that's meant the most so far this season. As Hemphill's jump shot's long, they get it out to Haynes, Jr. His three-point long. Trenton Girard with the board.
Good box out by him.
We see the feisty guy get to the rack, off with his left hand. And we're going to travel on Danahy's putback attempt.
Yeah, he went up and down on that. You don't have to be tall to box out well.
No, you do not. It's all about positioning down there. As you saw, Trenton Girard, smallest guy in the court, was able to corral that board just by great positioning for himself. Avion Harris with the three-point shot. It is short. JG3 with the board. Bringing it back down, gets a screen from Vashon. He's going to spot up here, pull up in Haynes' face. Three-point shot good for JG3, his second triple there.
Yesterday he was 13 for 31, but he got to the foul line. He's a volume shooter.
Signer there, his three-point shot off the mark. He sees Trenton Girard trailing the up and under. Good for Trenton Girard. Beautiful pass and read by JG3.
Got out in transition.
Signer heading to the rack. He gets fouled hard by Danahy. And Signer's going to be heading to the line for two, trying to silence this Glens Falls crowd who's erupting with noise right now.
Yeah, great start for the Indians.
Right now, both Girards in the court with a combined 13 points. 13 of the team's 15, of course. Danahy being the only one to score on that early layup at the start of the quarter. Signer's free throw short.
Well, you got to make up points from the foul line, and right now the Hawks are 0 for 3.
This is definitely where they're going to need to capitalize points. When the clock is stopped, and especially when you're already seeing an early deficit like this, they're going to have to capitalize at the free throw stripe where it needs to be mattered most. So
one out of
the first.
Yep, one out of two.
Joe gets the pull-up three, just a little off left.
Well, if you notice when he was dribbling, he was sort of riding his defender.
Trying to create some tension there, see if he could have gotten a foul on the dribble. Signer's going to spot up. Bounces around a few times on the rim. Hemphill can't corral the board, and it's going to go down to the Indians.
Yeah, tough spot for Hemphill. He's waiting for the ball to come down, and it's just bouncing around. He has to time it perfectly. And that time, it was tough to do that.
And the Indians advance it. Trenton Girard getting into the lane. They're going to call a carry, though. He did. He on that. Hesitation move, kind of looked around for his teammates and just left that hand underneath the ball just a little too long. And we're going to see the Hawks inbound it. Harris on his way up. The Indians are in a 2-3 zone here, extending it out. Trying to keep these Hawks off the three-point line. Getting them to become drivers as we see Signer with the pull-up mid-range. He's off the mark. Barclay with the board into JG3. He's going to walk it up.
Now Hawks having a tough time shooting from the outside.
Yeah, they've had decent amount of looks so far. This contest haven't gotten any to drop. JG3's breaking down his man. Swings to Barclay in the corner, up to Trenton Girard. He's going to shoot the pull-up three, and why not? His second of the game. The Girards each have two, putting on a clinic right now from beyond the arc.
Boy, their shooting is tremendous so far.
Finds Signer, he finds Haynes Jr. His three-point shot in and out. Hemphill, nice rebound and putback is good.
Yeah, he needs to do that.
Trenton Girard looking to break down the full court pressure. He gets JG. Finding open, but take their time. Back over to JG3. He's about 25 feet out. Can't get that one to go. Long rebound to Harris. He's advancing it up. Finds Haynes, who swings it to Hemphill. Back over to Harris. Then nice dump down pass to Signer. Or excuse me, Signer with the putback finish. Pardon me, Cotman off the miss shot, but Signer with the beautiful putback.
Yeah, that was a great ball movement around the arc there, but Signer was able to get the offensive board and put it in.
Yeah, every player touched it right there for the Hawks. See Trent Girard gets it back, wants to set something up. They've got a commanding 18-7 lead right now. And Joe's going to just shoot it like he's in a normal shooting practice contest. Danahy with the offensive rebound, but gets fouled by Cotman. Nice box out and aggressive rebound right there by Danny.
Yeah, he was in the right place at the right time for that rebound and drew the foul.
And first one's long. We see a substitution here for the Hawks. Nally just checked in, number 10. Freshman forward Jimmy Green. And Danny makes the second. He's got 3 in this contest right now. Haynes Jr. in the corner, up to Signer. Into Hemphill. He sees a cross court to Harris. Harris down to Haynes. Haynes doesn't have anything. Back up to Harris. Harris has Signer on the wing. Takes it to the rack, nice take, but he gets fouled by Vachon on the floor.
Probably a good foul because he would have gone right to the basket.
Yeah, he had a clear path right there. A nice hesitation. We're at 1.5 mark here of the first quarter. JG3 tried to bait that steal. Harris on the pull-up mid-range, just a little short. Hemphill, nice rebound and put back though.
Yeah, he had great position underneath. Now whistle. Clock issue maybe?
I believe, yeah, the shot clock needed to be reset.
A little JG3 and the defender going, that's Signer. Going at it.
Yeah, things are getting chippy here, first quarter. And JG3 finds himself out of it, and he's going to cross over, but they are going to call him with a carry there, which he did.
Yeah, he sort of lost the ball off his knee, it looked like, and he just it went into the palm of his hand and he carried it.
Came up a little bit shaken right there. He's walking it back now. He seems to be okay, though. He's going to continue fighting through. You see Haynes on the corner. Over to Signer for 3, and it's good. Signer, the leading scorer right now for this ball club. He's got 8 points here. Barkley walks it up, trying to find something. Gets a nice spin move and floater just off the mark. Hemphill with the board, pushing it for the Hawks. Signer in the open court, and he's got a charge called on him. Great charge and block attempt right there by number 23, McClements.
Just in time, too. He had just set himself a second or two before Signer got in there.
And great attempt.
And right outside the restricted area, too.
Right, and great attempt right there. Another X factor coming off the bench for this Indians ball club is Reese McClements. He comes in there and just does little dirty things like that. As you see, taking the charge, something that not everyone does, and getting it to go, of course, towards the Indians' way. Joe Girard from deep. He gets fouled by Hemphill on the 3, and he's heading to one of his favorite places, the charity stripe, for 3 attempts.
Yeah, he was great yesterday from the foul line, so why not?
That's someplace he's lived at all season long. Clearly a lot of his points we know come from his play and his versatility offensively, of course being able to stroke it from deep, but I mean, man, a lot of his points come right here from the free throw attempt. Right from the free throw line. It's free shots, and I'm sure Joe Girard loves nothing more than that.
That's Hemphill's second foul, so got to keep an eye on that.
Definitely something to watch for here as Joe makes 2 of 3. Third attempt coming up. gets all three to go. JG3 with 11 in this ball game. Right now, Haynes on the wing finds Hemphill. Nice screen right there. Hemphill with the dunk, kind of.
Yeah.
It falls in though.
Sort of lets go and it dropped in.
It was a great screen right there by his teammate Green for clearing the way. And we're right here, final shot. Looks like we have a clock issue again.
Yeah, I don't know if there was a shot clock. I mean, it should be no shot clock.
I believe it should be off, yes.
Yeah, there's a 1 second differential, but yeah, the shot clock's off. And
here it is, the final possession. 13 seconds left in this first quarter. Glens Falls up 22-14. JG3 is going to try and find one of his sweet spots on the court. And he gets Hemphill. That's his third foul right here in this first quarter.
Yeah, he was in foul trouble yesterday, but this time, I'm surprised that with 2 fouls, they put him on Girard there, JG3.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was the game plan or not, but it's what happened. So here we are, the last 3.5 seconds. He's going to heave it up from 30, just long. And the Indians of Glens Falls are up 22-14. You are watching the NFHS Network. We'll be right back with the second quarter. And we are back here, second quarter action about to go underway. Just a couple thoughts, Dean, on that first quarter of action from both sides.
Yeah, a couple things. Obviously, that first part of the first quarter, the Indians did a great job on offense executing. They got a little cold in that second part of the first quarter, so we'll see if they can get that momentum back. And the obvious problem for Cardinal O'Hara is Justin Hemphill. He has 6 points, but he has 3 fouls already. And we were talking about why he was on JG3 at the end of the quarter with 2 fouls already. I think that was a mistake.
Yeah, definitely not a part of the game plan. I'm sure that Coach Pulverenti wanted something that he had no control over, though, as Hemphill is going to continue to stay out there, though. Coach has a lot of trust in him. Hopefully he plays some smart basketball here, doesn't pick up any more, but he is in there playing and treading in dangerous water right now. It's going to be the Hawks basketball. We got Harris right here, swinging it over to Haynes. He's got Hemphill right out, extended outside the elbow area. He's looking to spot up, make something happen. Swings it to Harris, back over to Haynes. He's going to hoist the 3-point shot. It is long. Rebound Danahy. JG3 is back to grab it. We'll see what the Indians can get going here on this possession. JG3 looking to see what he's got. The step back 3 is what he's shooting. Just off the mark on the right. Hemphill with the nice rebound. He's going to get the break going there. We have a double dribble right there on Harris as he couldn't really corral the basketball from the pass.
Yeah, missed opportunity there. They were ready to set their offense and got the double dribble.
And here we see number 22, Connor Girard, another Girard in the game right now. We have 3 of them on the court as we speak. And we'll see what this team can do right here offensively. McClements on the right wing. He sees Trenton Girard picks up the loose ball, and he's just going to pull up the 3. Nothing but confidence in his shot today. That's his 3rd triple, Dean.
A disaster, almost it turned into a good play.
And right there, Haynes Jr., nice aggressive take to the basket, couldn't quite get it. Beautiful defense right there by Connor Girard to keep his feet straight up in the air.
Yeah, because when Trenton Girard got it, it was off a bobble.
And Connor Girard with a triple, and beautiful swing pass from JG3. And now all the Girards on this ball team have a triple in this game.
Again, start the quarter, excellent shooting from the Indians.
As we see Signer, nice take, can't get it to finish, but he got the foul on Connor Girard. He's heading to the line for 2.
The team's 4th, but everybody who has fouled only has 1 foul, so no foul issues for the Indians yet.
Signer in and out on the first one. Might have got a little rattled by that Glens Falls fan club, as you see on the baseline underneath the basket.
Yep.
Very loud and intense.
Got the cheerleaders there too. You got the student section, yep.
And he hits the second, though.
Yeah, 2 for 4 from the foul line from him.
He's currently got 9 right now in this ball game. JG3 with the hesitation, driving baseline, finds Connor. Girard back out, oh, stripped, and it's going to be going towards the Hawks basketball.
Yeah, they went to a double team, but Hemphill was over there, so he had to be careful not to pick up his 4th.
Yeah, he was doing everything he can to disrupt it. Luckily, no foul calling. They're getting the ball back. As you see, number 0 just checking here. Yeshua Lee, small junior point guard. We get a foul right on the baseline away from the ball.
I think it's McClements.
Want to experience sports like never before? With Xfinity, you can track multiple games at once, find scores with the sound of your voice, and watch on all your screens. Xfinity. Simple, easy, awesome.
We'll be right back. Welcome back here as we're just going over our numbers. Right now, the leading scorers for the Hawks on the Cardinal O'Hara side. Hakeem Signer has been kind of getting his way towards the basket. He's got 9 right now early, and of course, we already know about the big man, Justin Hemphill. He's got 6, but he does have 3 fouls so far.
Yeah, as I said, he's got to be careful. When they had that double team on JG3, he's got to make sure he does not foul.
And over on the Indian side of things, we have 6 three-pointers made. All 6 coming from one of 3 different Girards.
Yes.
So far in this ball game.
I tell you, Trent Girard's been very good in this game. He's made his open shots. He's handled the ball well, and he's been smart on defense.
Yeah, he does a really good job trying to play make and pick up the load when JG3 can't always get something going or he's getting double teamed. So, and here he is pulling from 35, just off the mark left. But the ball still loose. Trent Girard comes up with it once again, smallest guy on the court. Coming with the loose ball, Cardinal Girard turns it over though on the pass. We see Signer passing up to Haynes Jr. on the alley-oop, and it's a nice finish right there for the senior guard.
Yeah, good transition offense on there. 2-on-1, spread them out.
And JG3 draws the foul right there on Cotman, and he's heading to the line for a pair.
Well, if he's gonna miss from the outside, why not drive to the basket and draw a foul?
The easiest thing for a basketball player to get going is try and get layups. You want to see that ball go in the basket, work your way from inside out, and you see he makes the first one, but JG3's his three-pointer, he's got a couple, but
yes.
He's still clearly trying to get himself hot and going, so continuously taking it to the line will do just that for himself. So Glens Falls up 12 right now, 5.5 to go, make it 13. Signer got it right here on the right side. Up to Haynes. He sees Hemphill in the middle. JG3 smacking around at it. Back to Signer. He's got Trenton Girard on him. Haynes out there now. Dribbling it out, trying to get something going here. Over to Lee. Back over to Signer. He's driving middle. He gets the foul called on Connor Girard on the drive.
On to call on McClements.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's his second right now.
So each team has 16 fouls. Next foul will be in the penalty.
As you see Kyle Vachon checking back in from McClements. Clements putting some good minutes right there, but a couple quick fouls early off the bench. Here's Vashon staying straight up. He's got Hemphill. Nice pass from Hemphill down, but the missed opportunity by Green. And Hemphill's going to foul Connor Girard.
Oh, boy, wow.
Actually, the foul's going to be called on number 10. Excuse me, it's on Green.
Yeah, that's big then.
Yes, the Hemphill was involved in the action. Luckily, not on him. And we see Avion Harris, number 5, check back in for the Hawks. We have a one-on-one, a one-and-one opportunity here for Connor Girard at the line. He gets the first to drop. And he gets the second one to rattle. Connor Girard's got 5 in this ball game. Signer here on the right side. Harris gonna drive, gets it to Hemphill at the foul line. Over to Haynes in the corner. And we get a carry right there by Haynes. Kind of hesitated, didn't know what he wanted to do with it. Great defense and waiting to stay in his spot right there by Vashon.
I think that's the 3rd carry so far in this game.
Definitely more carries than I've ever really seen called in a high school ball game. But Joe Girard, the 3rd, looking to silence Long on his 3-point attempt. Still trying to get himself one to drop here in this second quarter. Signer drops it to Haynes. Haynes up to Hemphill. Hemphill trying to drive, lost it on the hop step. JG3 comes up with the loose ball. He's driving, takes it in and gets 2 to go.
Good drive.
Looking good so far. And Signer stepped on the line. JG3 kind of created a little bit of havoc right there.
That's a good word. I was just about to say that.
Created a little bit of havoc right there for Signer. Kind of wasn't expecting it, and I believe we're going to have a 30-second timeout by Coach Pulverenti and the Hawks. Glens Falls up 34-17 right now. And Dean, we got 4 minutes left. You'd like to see maybe Cardinal O'Hara get a couple stops. What do they got to do right now with these final 4 minutes of play?
I think it's offense. They're turning the ball over, and they're not shooting well from the outside, and that's a bad combination. One other thing is they're 2 for 6 from the foul line, and that won't cut it. And if you take a look at Glens Falls, they have made 8 of 9 from the foul line. So you do that, you have a good chance to win.
100% of difference in this ball game, 8 of 9 versus 2 of 6. We'll see how that continues and plays out the rest of this half and game as we see the Indians going to take it out in the backcourt. Up 17. A little over 4 left to play in the half. And JG3 is going to walk it up. We're going to continue to see a kind of a soft double team look at him. The Hawks want other Indians to make plays, and so far today they have. Vashon, the pump fake, finds JG3. He's driving. Back to either Vashon or Danny. Danny comes up with it. The jumper just a little off.
I don't know how that didn't go in.
A little fade right there. He didn't really have his feet set. And JG3 gets the deflection. It's going to remain with the Hawks. And here's Harris. He'll take his time, make sure the Hawks find something concrete as we see a nice mid-range jump shot from Green.
Yesterday for Cardinal O'Hara, nobody scored off the bench, so that's the first 2 points for the bench in these 2 games.
Danny, he can't corral the catch. Nice feed from JG3. He's always alert, can see those passes from a mile away. And sometimes he's playing ahead of steam, so much ahead of steam that his teammates can't even corral with what he's keeping up with. So here we are. Harris dribbling it up. He sees Green again in the lane. Signer over to Haynes in the corner. He's got Hemphill on the block. Hemphill reversed just a little short. It's going to stay here with the Hawks.
Sometimes you can find some easy baskets on inbound plays. We'll see what the Hawks do here.
They get a nice draw up. Haynes is one of their better three-point shooters, and watch him. He's the inbound passer. Watch for a play to where he'll filtrate and come back into play. Nice pull-up mid-range by Signer right there. He's got 11 in this ball game.
Yep, found an open spot on the baseline.
JG3 with the floater, gets it to fall in. Signer just off on his mid-range pull, but he follows it up and gets the layup to go.
He did a great job. He knew he was going to miss that initial shot, and he followed it.
It's another rule to watch here, and as we see JG3 with that pull-up three he's been looking for this entire quarter, nothing but the bottom. Haynes following back, floater long. Over to Trent Girard, up to JG3. This is the time where he pulls another.
Nice fake.
He faked it though, got it stripped. Great awareness by Haynes. Signer's gonna shoot a pull-up three of his own, hits short. Nice box by Connor Girard to get on that.
Tell you what, on that transition, Avion Harris is all alone on that play. I forgot who brought it up. It might have been Haynes. He never saw him.
Yeah, as we saw, might be some grittiness right there on the floor. Signer wanted that basketball, but Vashon doing a great job of holding on to it. And we get a couple subs here. Back in for the Indians, number 4, Barclay, checking in for the first time. Number 25, Brendan Quirk, another role player that's played some productive minutes throughout the playoffs this year.
You know, a discussion between two officials. Okay.
Making sure the clock as well. No issues there. And we're in.
Guess everybody's happy.
JG3's walking it up. Screen by Quirk, but that's an offensive foul.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, Quirk sort of moved his hip there. That was why he got called. If he had stayed still and stayed upright, he'd been okay.
I think he was actually a little miscombobulated. JG3 kind of was coming off his screen so quickly. I don't even think he was set up all the way. And as you can see, the movement got him called with that offensive foul. Over to Haynes. He's got Green right here. And he gets blocked from behind by JG3, but they're calling a foul.
So from the line.
Glens falls up 16, just under 2 minutes to go in the half. And he gets the first one to drop. The freshman forward here has 3 points, looking to make it 4. And he gets it to go.
So well needed 2 out of 2 for the Hawks there.
Hawks, JG3 swings over to Barclay.
Almost traveled.
Almost traveled, kind of lost it. Gets the 3 to bank off the glass, and Barclay's got himself on the board now.
Sometimes you better be lucky than good, and then turnover.
Signer trying to find Green on the cut. Can't get it to go, and this Glens Falls crowd is feeding into it. They love it. They're up. Game high, 17 points right now, 42-25, a minute 39 left to go in the first half. JG3 is going to walk it up. His team's got a commanding lead. They're going to look for a smart shot right here. Swings it to Barclay. Hemphill extending out. Swings it over to Danahy. Danahy's got JG3 wide open on the left wing for 3, and it is short. But Haynes Jr. off his fingertips, can't hold on to it.
I think the call, oh no, they're going to change the call.
All right. Haynes didn't actually touch it, and it was last touched by Quirk, who had his hand on it last. Avion Harris bringing it up. You see Signer on the right wing. Gets it to Green. Passing it up to Hemphill, stolen by Barclay.
Yeah, he fronted him pretty well there.
Yeah, Barclay read that one like a book, and we see JG3 coming up. Kind of gets a crossover right there. Quirk down to Danahy. Danahy can't corral it. Brings it down, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's going towards Cardinal O'Hara's way.
Yeah, got whipped in there. Then he couldn't really hang on to it.
Quirk made the right move right there. Yeah, Danny, he just couldn't get a hold of it.
Yep.
As we see number 2, Jaden Cotman checking back in for the Hawks. 1 minute left to go in this half. Glens Falls 42, Cardinal O'Hara 25. Haynes Jr., one of their leading three-point shooters, finds Hemphill on the right corner. Back out to Harris for the corner three. It's short. JG3 tries to get that board, but Signer rips it, swings it to Hemphill. Hemphill gets the and one layup. Foul, I believe, is going to be on Barkley.
Yeah, good scramble, a good find to find Hemphill underneath for the layup and the foul.
Hemphill's got 8 right now, looking to make it 9. Trying to cut this lead to 14 with 46 ticks left in this second quarter. Connor Girard's subbing back in for the Indians as well. There's Hemphill short on his attempt, but nice rebound by Haynes. Swings it out to Harris. Harris, mid-range jumper, rattles out. Can't get a hold of it. Connor Girard up to JG3, up to Trenton Girard, and every single Girard touched the ball on that possession right there, Dean.
Good find.
Nice push right there by the Indians ball club, specifically the Girards. And you see a foul on the floor as Hemphill tried to gather himself.
And they're going to call on Trenton Girard.
Hemphill heading to the line for a 1-and-1. Excuse me, now that's their 10th foul.
Okay, so 2 shots, but he's 0 for 3 from the foul line.
Yeah, he's not having his best day from the charity stripe so far. Every shot he's shot from there has been short. And see how it goes. He's got 2 coming right now. First one is good. I think he heard us upstairs,
yes.
Dean.
More leg drive on that shot.
And he gets the second to go. He's got 10 points in this ball game. 23.8 left in the half.
Well, if the Indians are smart, they'll play for the last shot of the half. Don't give the Hawks another possession here and give them some momentum.
Yeah, Hemphill's kind of getting himself going the past couple possessions, something they don't want to see continue. They're going to try and take the last one. Just under 8 to go. JG3 looking to set something up. Nice drive. Pass down to Quirk, but they're going to call him for the travel beforehand.
Yeah, you got to put that ball on the floor when you catch it or shoot right away.
I think that's a shot that JG3 wanted to see Quirk shoot instead of put on the floor. As you see Haynes gets it in. Trent Girard looks to get the steal. Harris heaves it up from right behind half court, and it's short. And there it is at halftime. Glens Falls 44, Cardinal O'Hara 29. The Indians doing a great job of collecting themselves on defensive stops, getting down on the break, and finding themselves open shots and specifically open threes.
Yeah, the 3 ball has definitely been the difference in this game so far. The Hawks only have 1 3-pointer, and for
just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities